Arabian Nights, like Nigerian eyes. Welcome to the city of us. Lots of brass, lots of us. This is the city of brass game. So, anyways, guys, if you ever wondered what Indiana Jones would do,
if he actually had that sword fight, this is what would happen.
Slash, whip, slash. Man, I do this all day. Whip, no, slash, whip, no.
So the game's story is very interesting.
Yes,
it actually has
go into the lore because you're the lore king.
Yeah. So long story short, a bunch of people really wanted to make their city good and great again, so they got some genies and put them in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because these genies are like the jackass genies and not the good Robin Williams kind, they fucked up the city so hard that they practically become.
Well, they hide the city. That's one thing. But
yeah, they hid the city, but also they turned the denizens into basically the cast of Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, they turned to skeletons. Yeah.
And because it's close to Halloween, we were pleasantly surprised that the skeleton heads had pumpkins on them.
And the treasure is candy corn.
Yeah. Which was pretty neat to see. I'm like, that's kind of weird, quinky dink.
Yeah.
It was close to Halloween and you got the Halloween stuff, eh?
Yeah, and I really love that. It shows that the people actually are either they have prepared for this or they're constantly making this game better and better. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good...
It looks amazing, this game. I think for gameplay, it's... The whole leaping off, climbing up, I've seen in FPSs before, but I just found it was... you really want to explore in this game, that's what I find.
Yeah, this is like a first-person adventure game, personally.
Yeah, it really feels, that's what I was thinking when we first started playing. I'm like, oh, this is what Tomb Raider would be like if it was in first person.
Or like Prince of Persia.
Yeah, but this is more of like, the action side of Prince of Persia rather than the original idea of like puzzles.
Yeah. Or like platforming. This is more like the modern day hack and slash.
What I'm wondering is like how much of this game is like just like endless action or
heavy story.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like, it seems like you walk up to the whatever those are, ghost spirits, skeleton spirits, and
you just slash.
Yeah,
I think they just give you like the big, like it's most like it's like a lot of roguelikes. They just give you a basic story and then they just say, "Have fun, kid."
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is this going to be like 20 hours of running around like hacking and slashing in 3D? Like, is it like a Arabian 3D Diablo game, or is there actually like? Does it like get switched up? That's what I'm wondering, like in the longer term.
Yeah.
That's the problem, because when you devote time to play these games, not all the games, you can't play them, you don't have the time to spend like hours. Unfortunately, just the way that we do our reviews, like...
It's basically giving you the first 15, 20 minutes of a game.
Yeah, you get the first like impressions, and they aren't always like the best impressions, but I think they're pretty accurate usually.
Yeah. So to respond to that, I believe there may be some additional story lore, but for the most part,
it seems like an action FPS.
Yeah, it's basically like giving you the excuse.
It seems fun though. I mean, I just don't see it. Like, it reminds me of what was that? That remastered game that had Duke Nukem added to it. I'm trying to remember what it was. That game came back recently, and that's what that game
Shadow
was
Warrior?
Like. It wasn't Shadow Warrior, but it was kind of like the same idea. But that game, I found like I had to beat the game in increments because I found it was too repetitive, and that's why I'm just wondering if this game becomes like that.
So I definitely see your
5 hours in, like it's like, oh, I'm doing the same like whip slash jump.
There is a progression meter that every time the further we go, the more experience we get, and we could unlock new characters.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of replay value to it, but then again, it's a roguelike, so there's a lot of replay value for this. Personally, this is a great game. Oh yeah, speaking of the graphics. This is probably the first time we wanted to experiment with putting the graphics up. Usually,
Yeah.
we usually put the graphics down.
We don't care if it hits the frame rate.
Yeah, but I remember for the briefest moment, when we had the graphics at super high, we were like amazed with how good the graphics looked. Like, this was pretty good.
Yeah, this is one of the prettiest looking games that I think we've played that's not been like a 2D.
And I think I have to associate with Unreal Engine 4 for this because the intro was really good too. Like, this puts you in the right mood. And you know what? Because with the Aladdin trailer coming out, this and the Aladdin movie is going to be coming out like next year or whatever.
Yeah.
This would be a great
in the summer.
Yeah, this would be a great game to prepare yourself for Aladdin because this would probably be like giving you the exact same feeling as if you were watching Aladdin. So I give this a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5. I mean, I wouldn't say it's essential, but I say it's like a lot of fun just to go around. Like if you're looking for an action game that's just purely action, then this is one of the better ones out there.
Yeah, one more thing. This game makes you feel like Indiana Jones by using a whip. You're able to whip characters.
How many games do you get to actually use a whip, really?
Yeah, and like you basically whip people to bring them closer to you, or whip
Or
people
items.
to push them away.
Yeah, that's pretty.
even-
Or set traps.
To grab items or to blow up stuff.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. If you really like roguelikes, then I think you're gonna enjoy this a lot more. If you
like-
kind of tired of first-person shooters, then yeah, this might be a bit more of the same.
Yeah, so
All right, on to the next. Keep on gaming.